I had two videos I had uploaded on my channel previously, but then I wanted to elaborate more about it and also throw more insight about those previous videos. One of the video is titled Finding the Purpose, Not the Interest, and then the other one was Beware of Social Lifestyle. Now, I had a conversation with a friend this afternoon where we literally had to deliberate on these issues. Now, I try to point out something to her. I gave her examples like this. Permit me to use the relationship aspect as one of the factors to this example. Look at it from the angle where a guy has been hitting on you back to back for the past 3 months. He keeps telling you how much he cares about you. He keeps telling you how much he really loves you, how much you would complete him as a man if only you could just accept coming into his life. Then you as a lady will ask yourself this question. For over 3 months, I had been pushing this guy away. Sometimes I get to insult him. I get to give him that public embarrassment. I get to harass him. Literally, I push him so hard just to leave my life alone. But he keeps coming back. I think this nigga really loves me. I think this guy really adores me. Because why would a man keep coming to me after 90 days and yet have not given him any sign of interest? I think it's high time I start giving him a chance to prove the kind of love he has for me. Yes, I'm not going to contest to that. I'm not going to, despite that utterances or the feeling from the guy. But the truth is this. How sure are you? I am a man, right? Now, this is just a basic conversation I'm having on my channel today. I just want to be free with it. I just don't want to make it look too official, actually. Now, I am a man, right? I'm a guy, too. I'm hitting on a girl for 90 days now, and she's been turning me out. Each time I try, she pushes me away. But do I really need this girl as much as I am putting the whole situation to be? A man can keep track with you even for a year. At the end of it all, he wants to get access to what really drives him, what motivates him towards you. Because the men go for what they see. They cannot say automatically this girl's got a very good character. This girl could make a very good wife. This girl is going to be an awesome girlfriend to me. No, something literally moved him. Now, what is that thing that is driving that man towards you? You as a lady will ignore the fact to find out exactly what drives him towards you. That man could chase you for 1 year, and then the very minute he gets you in his bed, he is done with you for good. I'm not trying to say that every action regarding my statement might completely be true or false. But I will confidently tell you that 30% out of 100 are literally going to be that kind of a man that really meant his purpose towards you, not the interest. It's something I really want the ladies to understand. Just like the Bible will say, not all that glitters are gold. Some actions look so real. They look too real that you can actually figure out if there's a false part of it. They look so real that you get yourself thinking that if you let such a man go, you'll be losing a better man in your life. You keep going to be a victim of that. You're going to keep being victimized. Not only until you start finding the purpose and ignoring the interest. All right? Then we further on by elaborating other issues. Then I told my friend, in a nutshell, you see a lot of people posting stuffs online. Let's assume, like in one of the videos I had this morning, I was literally posting chocolate, cake, cookies, Hennessy, Boost, and every other junk. Yeah, a lot of people out there will be like, oh, Anderson is living well. Anderson is happy. I don't think this guy ever complains. This is the kind of guy I like. I like a kind of guy who lives like this. But do we forget the reality part of it? What if those stuffs Anderson were posting are not his? Did Anderson post these videos while he was eating them? No. He wasn't eating those things. He was only telling you what he's going to have for breakfast. Then why are you going to start tripping without finding the reality of it? Do you, for one, care to know if Anderson was posting those things just as part of the social lifestyle? But in the real making, the end belonged to Anderson? No. Now, I'm not trying to say that everything you see online that people post about themselves are not completely true. People should not get me wrong. But I'll still repeat myself by telling you, out of 100, only 30 might be posting the real shit for you to see. I'm not telling you what I posted today on my WhatsApp status was not real. But the question is this: how many people will be that real? So it's high time we stop looking at the interest and start focusing on the purpose. It's high time we take a deep breath to think. It's high time we just don't get tripped about everything we see. The Bible says that there are going to be wolves in sheep's clothing. Now let me ask a simple question. If we have 100 sheep in a yard, how do we identify the ones that are wolves but in sheep's clothing? How? We won't. But the truth is this: that sheep you see might be having the teeth of a wolf. But when you look at it, all you see is a sheep. This is how people are just going to come into your life. Psychology said to every fact, there is a back door. To every truth, it still needs to be investigated. How often do we investigate things we hear? How often do we investigate things we see? How often do we investigate things we get attached to or be in contact with? Everyone goes with the idea of no one cares. And the reason why people keep being victimized in this world today is because everyone believes in no one cares. Someone literally needs to start caring. She's a very hot girl. She looks cool. She's a kind of a woman I could make my wife. Why do I need to judge her from the cover page? I judge this lady from her cover page, then I ignore the fact that I really need to go into the content to really figure out if the cover page is the same thing as the content. We judge things from a distance. We accept things from a distance. And then tomorrow we find ourselves in pain, and then we tend to ask ourselves, why is this thing happening to me? They will keep happening to you. Not until you start looking into the purpose of everything, not the interest. These things will still keep haunting you. This thing will keep making you feel pain. It's that time where we need to open our minds. Like I said in one of my videos on my channel, one of the basic factors and reasons why ladies literally fail today is one thing. An average woman out there thinks with their minds and not the brain. God did not create us to think with our minds, but the brain. When we think with our minds, automatically we put the brains to sleep. If I tend to think with my own mind, then I'm telling the brain you need to shut down. And when the mind do the thinking, you are going to get it all wrong as a result. Because the mind thinks with emotions. I will not literally use the word think. The mind is, how do I put it? I think the mind is the fragile part. The mind is that part of the being, human body, that accepts anything sweet. Which is why when we are hurt, the brain don't get hurt. When we are happy, the brain still don't get happy. It is your mind that gets happy. When you're in the club, you're popping bottles. When you're out there at the mall, eating, your mind is happy, not the brain. Which is more reason why when he fails you at the end of the day in that relationship, your mind only feel the pain. Then your brain start thinking and ask yourself questions like, why did I fall so cheap for him? Why did I give him so much access into my life without thinking? Now you see, as much as the heart, which is where the mind is dominated, is feeling that pain, the brain gets to work. The brain starts thinking, what went wrong? Now, if you understand this, why not let your brain do the thinking for you other than your mind? What you see out there, how do you identify them to be true or false? Those good gestures you get, how confident are you that they are really, really valid? We really need to relax ourselves. We don't have to be in a hurry about life. Life itself has become a mystery. People out there are not willing to tell you those bitter truth. They are out there to tell you things that makes you feel happy. What good is it for you as a lady to accept a sweet lie today? It makes you feel good. Then later on in the future, it becomes a bitter truth for you. When people are so real, people consider them to be fake. Then when people are fake, people see them to be true. It's that time where we need to start digesting things patiently. It's not all about relationship. I don't want people to get me wrong. It's not all about relationship. It can happen in every area of your life. It could be your education. It could be your business. It could be whatever. But you really need to be sure about everything you're getting yourself involved with. It's better for you to be slow, but you are sure, than being fast and unsure. I keep hearing false stories. Most times it has to do with relationship. It's not a good thing. Ladies should come out to the reality of the fact that the word or the caption, no one cares. They should discard that. You should give a damn concern about anything. You should think deep to everything. When you look at things from the surface level, you're not going to find an answer. But when you think deep, you're going to find an answer. Not all that literally glitters are gold. I'm still going to make another better video about this. But I just felt like I should air out this thought to people, to those who feel like they can hear. Because one of the basic problem right now is I just feel a lot of people has got ears, but they don't use them to hear. People don't care. And when you don't care, you start finding a reason to care. It's high time you give your life a meaning by looking at the reality, by looking at the purpose of everything, not the interest. Otherwise, you will sing the same song of pain over and over again. A woman becomes a victim again and again when she keeps letting her mind do the thinking. The day she stopped being a victim of just circumstances, it is the day she started thinking with her brain. This is Guru Live Entertainment Channel. Peace out.